Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Got the chat fixed. I don't know why the audio was echoing. That was really weird. I turned off. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, turning off one just turns it both off. I don't know why it was doing it, but I tried fixing it. I don't know if I did, but yeah. Hello, Fable. Hello, Sueton. Hello, Gotcha. Hello, Spooky. I finished watching the saddest, most heart-wrenching. What was the movie? To romance. Nice. Yeah, it wasn't picking up my phone. My phone wasn't even creating any audio. The only reason I know it was echoing was because it was playing the audio from like my desktop, because I had to open up the video to get the video link to post it to Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky. Hello, Kirby. Hello. So it just didn't seem like it was doing it. It kind of still. Yeah, it was a faint echo, but I don't know why. I don't know. It was weird. Hello, Monzo. Hello, Committal. Hello, Monkey Man. Awesome. Nice you made it early. Thank you for coming out tonight. Nah, I'm good. It's fine. Alright, tonight we are going to be continuing Doki Literature Club. Gonna have a nice and wholesome and cool stream with nothing bad happening at all. I definitely don't need to have a trigger warning on things that are of the unaliving variety or of hurting yourself. I don't need to put those trigger warnings at all. No, I don't need to put trigger warnings at all on the stream. I don't need to put the ones that are for the bad things that I did last time. I definitely don't need to say that if you are uncomfortable with really bad subject matter that includes those dark themes that you need to leave immediately. Anyways, hello Lucky, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What did we do last time? Oh, before I do want to show off Monzo literally, because usually I send the fan art for the end because the fan art's done during the stream, but put no spoilers in the title. Don't worry, I did, don't worry. Monzo did some fan art before the stream, so I want to show that off real quick, if that's okay with everybody. We'll get into the game in just a second, I promise you. I pretty promise. Then, oh my gosh, I've been listening to nerdcore music at work, and now I have like Poppy Playtime and Doki songs in my head. Let me save this one, as it might be easier for me to go ahead and get on. Monzo made a little animation for this, but yeah, he drew the little forms and they're really cute. I love it. I decided to go with the JPEG because the hoodie was discolored on the one, and I didn't want people to think that Monzo did it wrong. It just was weird. But yeah, this is like a still frame kind of the animation. Just imagine it was this but moving. But yeah, it's so cool. I love it, Monzo. Thank you so much. It looks so cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You captured the like facial expression so well. It's so nice. Thank you. All right, into the void you go. Actually, why do I don't need to delete this every time. I'll just make the eye go away. There we go. Yeah, that's like literally fine. And then I could just replace the image every time. I've been making it difficult on myself for no reason. Anyways, the start of Undertale. Alright, let's get started. We got a, oh my gosh, the window capture. I need to see if it'll do it with the game capture. Let me see if it will. Yes, the void. Well, it is the temporary void. It's the shadow void. Oh, I need to turn this down. It's probably echoing. There we go. Now, come on, game capture. Work with me here. Alt-tab. There we go. Man, was it Matthew that told me that? But man, the Alt-tab thing is working wonders. Yeah, we'll call it the fucking cellar. It's a cellar now. All right. Limbo. OBS is iffy, yeah. Okay, let me actually get into the fucking game. Alright, let us load. We should be on the 4th day, I believe. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through any text you may have already read. Let me get my drinks. This is going to be a long sesh. Actually, I don't need to do that. I'll drink this first, that way. Yeah, okay. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up a piano. Picking up piano. Well, maybe picking up a piano. No. Never mind, it's fine. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ooh, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be so great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but it's a whole day at school where we just get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's, a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on the event for now, okay? Fine. Here we are. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting in the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, it just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. but the conversation has already dispersed, everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori. Monica, my beloved. The game is fucking with me. Oh no. Sueton, don't make me laugh again. Yeah, Ika is Japanese for squid, yeah. Okay. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey Jason, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Well, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? Well, I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Jeez. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jason. You certainly know her better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Jason. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than how it's always been. You're so funny, Jason. Have you ever thought that you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is around you? Well, I've said too much. Sorry. What do we do now anyway? I didn't mean to jump to any conclusions, so you should probably just forget what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's something I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to keep you... I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you really need to work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, in that case, I think you need to trust her a little bit more. If she needed you, then you'd probably be the first person that she'd go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes? Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles around with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. I pull out the first volume of Parfait Girls from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably checking for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to be sure. Can you really blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. I just love British people. I wish they existed. What do you mean? Ooh, that's cool, Kirby. I think this game is based in Japan, which makes British Angle more absurd. It's British Jason. It's British Jason. He's a foreign exchange student. Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Yeah, that's not really good advice from Natsuki. I would not do it. Alright. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where'd this volume leave off again? I forget. Oh, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined on the top shelf. Did you move all of my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I am moving all of these back down. There is plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they are so pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would anyone waste that on a top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs a stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing up on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Kya! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Ooh. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to land on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so hold on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see... The classroom chairs have desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ush. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Shun the short person. No. That is pretty evil. Ooh, garlic bread. Awesome. No bad moods. That's not nice, Monzo. Ooh, doggos. I like doggos. Ah, there we go. See, I can do it easily now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair? Was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Ugh. I can almost see up her skirt. Gugh. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Jason. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright, let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the books. What are you looking at? You're trying to look up my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Kya! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash. Even the sound effects are British. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's underneath her. Gross, gross! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put your manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing? It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My... I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along a page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit harder to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up, slams the book shut, and then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No! I don't even care that much. I'm having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glassy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering up the scattered books. I make sure to slip them all into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box back onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open up the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this one for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Whew, alright, that was heavy. Hello, Dipper. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hello, Bacon. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a minute. Fable just casually shilling while Natsuki is crying. The sound effects are British. It's alright, Monkey Man. No worries. Cry the British tears. Like one of those days where everything goes wrong and then something small breaks you. I've had those moments like so much in my life. Hello, Monica. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Also, yes, just a reminder for everyone in the chat. No role playing as characters and no spoilers. Big thing. Okay, so I need to get my thing back up so I can follow my route that I want to take for the most perfect thing. Alright, let's do Sayori.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't really need to worry about what I think. After all, you, wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. And that makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Jason.
Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh?
No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist?
Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. We didn't even get to read her poem. Wow.
Hello, Mirai. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
I'm gonna draw now, cause fuck it. Alright, Fable. Alright, next, Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and then back at the poem. By now, she's She must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? Well, I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to go use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Jason? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smiling not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean... Not really? In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? Well, I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Jason? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It's just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us notice she re-entered the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Well, of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. Oh, you really shouldn't be reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Jason wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Yeah, okay, well, I think Jason is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I think I'm going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but it's still not very fair to Yuri. She still hasn't gotten a chance to read it yet. Well, so what? Well, I guess Jason is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you dream about each and every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought it had left you so long ago. But if you let me stay by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Aw, it's so nice. Oh, my neck. Kind of tired. Gifted my phone to my 2 grandmas. Cost me a little. Aw, that's nice. Oof, doom scrolling. I hate art block. I also love Natsuki. Yeah, I really wish DDLC would have gotten more. But oh well. It's alright. I'm really hoping that we get that next game by Dan Salvato. I really want it to be something I'll have to talk about after I end the series of games. I can't talk about it yet, but if you know, you know. Hello, Gentleman Spider. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Yeah, it's more side stories that let you see the character pairs and different dynamics. It's really cool. Not the fucking mimic. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So, you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or, you know, whatever. And you can really see her doing that too, making us write about something simple and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being a bit metaphorical too, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing that every once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, and let's do Yuri. Let me do my little check marks. Alright. Well done, Jason. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is sharing, enjoying their writing, and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in the writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Jason? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and you have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky. An expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but when the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. And yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to Hold on, what is that word? Oh, to erode. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. I like this. Hello, Fairty. Welcome to the stream. Not as late as I was yesterday. Yep, you're not late at all. Make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. I hate everyone for bringing up the fucking mimic. Oh, jeez. Ed and Eddie Purgatory Theory. I hate you so much. Oh, I remember watching theory videos and conspiracy videos back in the day when I was younger. Oh my god. All of this person is really... It was the Ed and Eddie theory, Purgatory Theory, and it was the My Little Pony, Equestria Girls, real life, the real, being based on real life murders, thing that was, like, really big for a while. It was so weird. I can write something negative about the game. Has a useless clip in her hair. It makes her very pretty. MLP mentioned, I do like My Little Pony. Boom. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki had already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have any particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts every once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Two conflicting stories. Lemik. Alright. And boom. Yeah, don't worry, Sueton. Sueton's not spamming. Don't worry. I haven't seen anyone spamming yet. Hi, Jason. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that ever was sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend's all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me in between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her in the eyes, and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking, but before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. Interesting. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I decided to write about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing things that are more sad than happy. Aren't you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you feel like you're not that good? It can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing's good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Make sure I'm catching up. A plate of bacon. Aw, that's nice, Sueton. I've never had bacon before. Gotcha says to share, Sue. There's enough for everybody. Do you have enough pieces for, oh, actually, I don't know how many views this has gotten so far. 58 other people eating it all before they read the chat. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have A catchphrase? Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Oh, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well, and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times not to go home with her, you pick the time when she's not feeling well? So much for you two being lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me all day, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyways, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival preparation... preparations, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori's helping me design them. And for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell that things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But I also can't be a leader on my... If I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations that can help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus, nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Jason. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and, you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Jason may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to helping with to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? It sounds more like you're just making excuses for Jason to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jason to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Jason, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this difficult. Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you are the one who needs literally the least amount of help than any of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Jason was the one who, well, that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to take responsibility for the decisions of the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you two are the one with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Jason to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it would probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking's a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that's 'cause... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's... good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yeah! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Jason? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. Huh? I think Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That's going to be really important. That will be really important for the way people feel during these performances. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound a bit like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you didn't have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true? I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I really needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm gonna show you why I love baking so much. So, you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say that you were just going to give me your dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act, like, in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I've never gotten to bake with anyone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyways, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori will find out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. let's read chat a little bit. No cannibal. What? What is going on in the chat that I need to make that rule? What? Please leave the walls. Is the least heavy task on Earth. True. Well, I mean, it depends on how many banners are gonna have to be made. I guess getting the supplies and stuff. I guess it depends. Yeah, a lot does. The music, I do love the music. Monica does. Yeah, she needed the least help out of everyone. She had like 2 people. Should have gone with Yuri. Psh, it's fine. Yeah, it's on like the right side of her face, like facing her. The hair clip. Hello, Ghoul. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the 2 of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a completely different personality over the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Shiori since she left the club early that other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I'm getting worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her to not run down and greet me. I head into her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Jason. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't came over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I always end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true, but what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jason. Eh? Why
Can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm being punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives...
You really put me in a trap, Jason. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Jason? Well, I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I wanted to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about any of this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, then I would have done everything in my power to support you. Even if there's only so much I can do, I would have tried a little harder to make your day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Jason. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people care about me. It's nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. And that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Jason.
There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything was like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears start to... Oh, jeez. Tears start to streak down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was being punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Jason.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Jason.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jason, Sayori barely manages to speak through her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jason. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice. Then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should just cancel. No, don't. Please, don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Oh boy, that was very heavy. Whew. Oh my god, yeah, I love this game. I love this game so much. It's just so awesome. Not once thing to check Sari. Yeah, it was kind of weird on the main character's part. I guess maybe they just don't check each other out, like they don't see each other all the time outside of school maybe, so maybe it was normal, but like after he didn't hear anything, that's why. That's the only thing I can think of. I'll be back for now, I gotta go. Alright, see you later for Faraday. Oh, the music was so good. Yeah, it is really good too. While the topic is brought up, yeah, please remember if you're going through something, there are people you can talk to, resources you can use. You are not alone. Well said, gotcha. It is, like, really sad. People pleaser is torture going out of that such a hard journey. You know, guys, how I said I relate to Sayori a lot? I'm not going to bring any of my personal stuff into the streams because that's just not what I want to do. But I relate to her in ways other than, you know, the silly airhead thing, you know. She hits a nerve for me, and a lot of the dialogue she uses has helped me realize a lot of my own feelings and things about myself. So I'm really glad this game exists for people like me. It starts with learning how to say no. Yeah, learning how to say no is so hard, but, you know, it does get hard. Hello, Bass. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, thank you for asking if I was okay. Okay, look, I was acting, but if I let myself... See, I knew that I shouldn't, but if I let myself break, I probably would have cried, but I really didn't want to cry, so I'm really good that the main character had not tear-worthy dialogue. Thank you. I really appreciate the compliments on the voice acting. I really appreciate that. Hello, Nameless. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the compliments. Also, yeah, Bass, please don't spam emojis. He ain't checking her because Natsuki told him not to worry when she said no already. Yeah, that did probably influence it a little bit. It's alright. I've just been catching up with the chat, Faraday. So, I don't think you missed too much. We didn't really move on past the Sayori scene. It is really hard trying to voice act and not actually, like, it's really hard not to let it consume you. And if you're on stage, it's a really good thing to let it consume you because you become more authentic, but I'm not trying to cry in front of my audience. Not yet, anyways. Maybe later. Whoops, I did not read that. Uh-oh, history. I only have a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. But before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside my front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, my stomach kinda hurts. Jeez, don't make me feel, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way just to find out your kitchen wasn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yes, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Jason? Come on. Since when did I need to be such a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out for me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. You impressed? I see now. Yes, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? Oh, I mean, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But... geez, never mind. What are you trying to make me say? Don't just think that you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Anyway, are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you need to treat me like Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it! I didn't say anything! I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you need to know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, what was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Jason. Natsuki smiles devilishly. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Uh-oh, I see something was deleted. Water is actually fire. What do you mean? Quit getting distracted and draw. Yeah, draw Fable. Viruses. Uh-oh. Hello, Natsuki. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Bass, I don't know if I kind of feel uncomfortable. I don't want to ban you just because you're not being bad, but, just please, I just ask for you to not talk as an adult. But, like, yeah, you could always just come back as an adult and then chat. But, yeah, I don't know. That made me uncomfortable. Please don't do that, people. Please don't act like that. I just ask that for my own comfort. Don't spam me asking for something like that. Yeah, just don't do that, please. Guess I'm not welcome after reading the rules. Just, if you're talking about the whole role-playing thing, just don't roleplay as Natsuki or anything. You can still chat, act like a normal person. And please don't chat as a minor, because I don't want people talking to minors. It's just something that I want to put in place for safety reasons. And don't be, revealing your age on stream. That's your private information. If you're an adult, I don't fucking care. That's whatever you want to do. If you want to act like that, whatever. But do not talk about being, 12 on a YouTube chat. I don't like that schools aren't teaching, privacy and, online safety anymore. So just, be smart on the internet, guys. That's all I ask. Okay. Anyways. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Let me get my other drink. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Jason, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill these trays. Oh, I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Aw, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that for the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me. Well, I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting the cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I'll use some food coloring then. Sounds like you're finally starting to understand. Just make sure to completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yes, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yes. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, we'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. I really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger closer to the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough of my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs back with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Ugh, gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Ugh. Natsuki tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist in my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries with all her might to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know, saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? Well, in that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and pop it into my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you just seriously? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Jason, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have double-checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I am putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers in our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing happened. It smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling air fills the room. Got the hiccups now. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff so you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that's gonna make everything nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Well, we probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up the one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. Well, this one's really thin, so you can make it into stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kinda expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually really so, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle to each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ugh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah. But my dad's making dinner tonight, so I do need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And then she'd still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, my dad cooks, so I really need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping to see if we could have more time for manga, but I need to head home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought more about that. It's not like you're always gonna have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori carry some, you could probably do it in one trip. Yes, I can. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Well, I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Well, again, I think about the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Alright, I'm packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Make sure that I'm catching up with the chat while I still can. Hello, Random Man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. They should reopen computer labs if they don't and teach the kids. I wish, man. I remember when the computer lab was so cool. I never listened to, like, the way you're supposed to type on. I still kind of... I don't do it the right way at all. I loved cool math games. Especially the one that wasn't actually about math. Arma games, oh my god, I remember that. I loved Pop Tropica. I need to draw this photo? Ooh, okay. I see, Nameless. Is the manifestation of tsundere? Yeah, they're all kind of based on just regular anime tropes. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks, for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Jason... I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I can feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against mine. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Eh?
Hi, Jason.
Sayori, just now, we went...
It's okay, Jason. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but, my imagination was being really mean to me. So I came here, and I had to see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. So why am I feeling this way, Jason? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is being split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Jason. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before, it's true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Jason. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Jason, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's why I'm going to give it to you. Sayori, I love you.
Huh?
Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club making new friends, and having fun with you every day. It helped me realize that you are truly the most important thing to me. That's why I'll accept your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Jason.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Jason. Is this really okay?
Yes. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Jason. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit.
What is this?
Sayori.
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I thought that this would be my happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Jason.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll always be there every step of the way. That's all that matters now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things. You know, I just want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Jason.
Sayori glances at me again, smiling sadly. Oh, sorry, that definitely picked up on the mic. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I could be doing something more or doing something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important thing to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to make a happy future with her. Oh, jeez. Again, very heavy. I'm just gonna do a little save. Catch up on chat a little bit. Kind of let the mood just settle again. Ooh, I got cold. British people are real. I love you, but you ruined the moment. No. Sarah deserves all the love in the world. Yeah. Ugh, my eyes are so tired. Angel, don't worry. I did. I love this cheery fun game. I cried the joys. What the fuck, student? I've never seen the frame. What? Yeah. Do you just break Sayori's heart in all your playthroughs? I don't know. I do, but I'm not saying anything. God, Sayori's such a sad character. I want to hold her and tell her everything will be okay. I know. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking the 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki during the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Jason, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets in front of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have for all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remembering what Sayori told me yesterday, I suddenly feel awful, knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone and woke her up after all? You should take a little bit more responsibility for her, Jason. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning. You know? Exchange? Monica, you knew about that. Well, of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They all came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I think my voice is starting to crack because of all the dialogue. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yori's poems from the ones they performed during our performance. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different than the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. Because a poem is never finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Jason? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out for me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or to help wake her up, or the simple gesture of walking her to school. It would really have made her happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and I let myself in. Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That's really something a boyfriend would do, wouldn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Okay, we're about to see something not nice, everybody. Please shield your eyes if need be. Yes, thank you, Gotcha, for the trigger warning. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sit. Yeah. An exception has occurred. File, game, script, CH5, reply, line 307. See traceback for details. What the hell? What the hell? What is... Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like it always had been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. Okay, everybody. Welcome to Act 2. Oh boy. Yep. I hope that was not too much for everybody. Everyone okay? Too soon, gotcha. I don't know how to lighten the mood here. We don't. Yeah, my soul hurts. I think I like this button. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself that it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content with just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Hello, Electro Creep Bro. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Losing a best friend hurts. Yeah. I played this game multiple times before and it still hurts me every time. Yeah. The most romantic language. Anyways, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I didn't read it all the way. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall and looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to go with the anime club. Jason? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class as last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... Why do you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Well, I guess you could always check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make them something special out of it. Well, in that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, member's a member, am I right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Jason. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy.
please.
Well, I can't say I don't have a reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome. You really are sweet, Jason. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then?
I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. No, the save files. Well, damn. Hello, Monkey Man. Welcome back. And thus, today marks the day that I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school that I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jason. All words escape me in this situation. This club is incredibly cute girls. Monica canonically has a Twitter account. Cool. I love suddenly glitching into the reality. It's full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So, I ran into Jason in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought in anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know... Sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? That would be great. Hey, why don't you come sit down, Jason? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Well, you could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jason, What kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. My throat hurts. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left us a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ugh, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time that we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jason? Well, hold on. There's still one problem. Hello, Matavir. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic... Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jason. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing a poem is the price I need to pay to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Alright, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jason? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really would have left after all of this, I would have been super pissed. Jason, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to make sure you have a great time. Okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next club meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Jason, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class doll Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh my god, yes. Things I like about Papa. I like it when Papa comes home early. I like it when Papa cooks me dinner. I like it when Papa gives me allowance. I like it when Papa spends time with me. I like it when Papa asks me about my friends. I like it when Papa asks me about anything. I like it when Papa gives me lunch money. I like it when Papa comes home I like it when Papa comes home before sundown. I like it when Papa cooks. I like it when Papa gives me privacy. When Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. When Papa doesn't comment on my friends. When Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. When Papa comes home without waking me up. When Papa keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like it when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like it when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Well, back to the notebook. Anyways, let's read the chat. Glitch women are my type. The cell shading is pretty awesome. I love the art style of this game. Sorry about that. My screen crashed. Monica hates me. Oh no. The picture in the back, I just realized. What? The picture. What? In the background. What? Did I miss something? Hold on, let me see when, like, everyone isn't there. Oh! Oh, we're not gonna. And anyways, get out of my head, guys. This poem low-key spooked me a bit when I first read it. Yeah. Hello, nameless. Not the mood shift. Angel, okay, don't worry, I saw it. What's the picture? I didn't see a picture. Look when it's like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave the club room before Monica shows up. You can see it very clearly. Though, Kirby, if you want to send a screenshot on the server, you can, so that way Gotcha can see it. If Gotcha doesn't want to go back through the stream, I mean. Okay, so what words do I need to go through my route, the specific one I want? Let me make sure my things are in the green. Alright, I need 14 Natsuki words. Hope this should not be too hard. Oh, shit, I need to go back to the page. There we go. Okay, 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, now melancholy. The rest of these just need to be Yuri words. There we go. That was a lot easier. All right, let's... Music's changing slightly at different points. I noticed it earlier, but... yeah, it's doing it now. It's like way higher. Okay, let's go out of this. Well, that took a minute. Just take a look at the game files real quick. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. You guys can't see this, so I'll make sure to read it out to you. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality, this is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host. Okay. Of their host. Seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Oh, this is Monica. Monica said this. Their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt. Wow, she called them all out. Thank you, Kirby. Wow, that is very mean. Happy thoughts. Oh, I can't show that. Log. Mm-hmm. Just looking. Just looking. Trace back. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Well, yep. So, yep. Now the real game begins. Monica is pulling the strings and she deleted Sayori from the game. Just straight up deleted her. Sayori does not exist anymore. The game was completely rewritten Gaster style to be a world where Sayori never existed. Isn't that nice? And oh, would you look at that, when I go into the character folder, there's only 3 characters now. Alright, let's get out of this. I don't want to mess around in there. Let's get to the Hangout screen. Whew. Make sure the chat. That one official image of the knot. I don't think I've seen that. Fable too soon. You really left Sayori hanging that morning, didn't you? Too soon, gotcha. Alright, see you, Nameless. I think you get something if you turn one of the character files into a JPEG or a PNG file. Yeah, but I might fool around with that on my own time after, but right now I don't want to break anything. You know, Monica didn't really care about it, but, you know, I do. I'll send the official pic. Ooh, okay. Alright, let me make sure nothing crazy happened in the channels. Oh, the meme. Yeah, there we go. Gotcha going, oh dear God. It's just so funny to me. It's like something from SpongeBob. Oh dear Neptune. Currently slicing the cutscene. Ooh, alright. Alright, that's enough of that. I don't want to spoil anything. That's alright. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, I'm really tired. I appreciate that, Kirby. Thank you. Alright, everybody. That is the stream. That's it for now. What's tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow is Sunday. So I get store closes at 11. If I can rush it, get out by 11:30. I should be streaming tomorrow at around 12:30. Just depends on when I get out of work tomorrow. We'll be continuing Doki Doki Literature Oh, jeez, hiccup. We will be continuing Doki Doki Literature Club and starting Act 2. Yeah. There is no new fan art, so we don't need to. There will be nothing of that sort to show. So, right now, I think we're ready to just ride on the saddle and get out of here. Yeah. I don't know what that was. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, guys. I did not get like any sleep last night. It was so bad. It was so bad. Donation real quick. Gotcha. Thank you for the donation. Let me read that out. Had to do one before the stream ended, I suppose. Let me see that. Thank you, Gotcha, for the $1. Everyone stretch and drink water, or I'll remove the foundations to your home. Thank you, Gotcha. I appreciate the support. Thank you immensely. Boop. Zooey mama. Alright, everyone. Everyone stay safe and stay hydrated. If it's daytime for you, have a good rest of your day. And if it's nighttime for you, have a good rest of your night. And as always, bye.